Thanks, Chair. The government has been dragged kicking and screaming to implement some form of eviction ban. It's been dragged by pressure from the opposition. It's been dragged by the growing housing movement, which is going to be seen on the streets again on the 26th of October with the Raise the Roof protest, November. And it's being dragged by the rising homeless numbers and the political pressure that is putting on the government. But the government, even in that context, it now says, OK, it is constitutional. The thing that we said was definitely not constitutional before, all of a sudden it is now constitutional. But still, even now when you're dragged and forced to do it, you can't help but do it in the most minimal way possible, stitching in as many loopholes as you possibly can for landlords to jump through. One loophole, incredibly, is in a cost of living crisis, there is no protection for tenants who lose their jobs and are unable to pay. In the discussion around this in the media before the bill was published, Micheál Martin and others spoke about, well, those who willfully refuse to pay, they won't be protected. But that is not what's contained here. This is not just about those who willfully refuse to pay, but anybody who cannot pay. Those who have an inability to pay are not protected, could be put on the streets this winter. Secondly, those who have already been served their eviction notices. So I spent time in a woman's house last Monday before last, who got her eviction notice for that day. Young woman, 4 children, in college studying psychology. She had tried everywhere to find somewhere else to stay, unable to, like so many people. And so I advised her, as others did, she should overhold, she should tell the landlord, look, I'm not leaving, I'm not going to make me and my 4 kids homeless. So she stayed there. The landlord actually is relatively understanding, has said, OK, I won't try and evict you again before Christmas. But legally, there is nothing protecting Stephanie and her kids from eviction over this winter, despite the fact that the government is introducing an eviction ban. And I also want to finally speak about the other group not protected, those who have notice given now for later on. For example, the eviction notices given to the tenants of 35 apartments in Tathany House in Dublin 8, affecting about 100 people currently living in the block, with the landlord saying, I'm selling it, and a notice to quit for the start of June. One of the renters, James O'Toole, has said that he is terrified to go back into the current rental market in Dublin with the limited supply available. He has lived in the building since 2009, many other tenants similarly. The occupants are looking to the RTB to enforce the Tyrrellstown Amendment because there's a mass eviction to stop it. But there are loopholes in the Tyrrellstown Amendment. The landlord is claiming, and this is a very rich landlord by all accounts, that that preventing this mass eviction would cause hardship to the poor landlord, and effectively seeking then to be able to mass evict these people. These residents are not taking it lying down. They're protesting outside Dublin City Council at Woodquay this Saturday, the 29th of October at 3 p.m. In particular, I'd be calling for the council in that situation, in Stephanie's situation, to step in. The council should step in, buy these properties, prevent people from being made homeless.